Hey guys, so sorry if you hear snoring in the background. I thought I would start off with something funny because I was listening to this back and I heard my husband singing, so here you go. So that was him singing. So right here I'm just using a stencil with some texture paste from Ranger mixed with gelatos, which I didn't show just because it was hard to show it, so I didn't show it. Sorry. um, so I'm just using a credit card because I have yet to, well, not a credit card, just an old card, because I have yet to buy palette knives, which I really need to get on because it's annoying. Anyway, so I finished doing that and let it dry. And I'm just doing a little bit of splattering. So sorry if my hands look huge. I was actually standing up while doing this, and sorry you can't see the whole thing. I'm just using the same colors, the orange, and then I'll use the blue in a minute. But I waited till the orange dried before I put the blue on because I didn't want them to mix and look ugly. So that's what I'm doing there, just with some water, gelatos, water, and yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. This layout starts out kind of ugly, but I really like the way that it ends up, so I'm really happy with it. Yeah. So here I am just trying to figure out what I want to mat my photo on, and both of these I like too much to mat them on because I like a smaller mat usually around the photo and then larger layers. So I find this piece in my scrap box. It's from Dear Lizzy Fine and Dandy from the 6x6 paper pad, and it's just, you can hardly see here, but it's just a very light blue stripe on white. And then I use this piece of paper from Fancy Pants Summer Sun and do a larger mat around that, and then I tear it at the bottom because I really like the way that looks. And then this piece is also from Fancy Pants Summer Sun, and I think at first I just thought I was going to do like a larger area, and then I cut the strip off just to see how big I wanted it, and I really like the whole strip, so I put it right down in the middle. So that's where I decided I want my picture, so I'm just going through these other sheets from Fancy Pants Summer Sun, and I pull out this other one. It's also from that collection, and I put it upside down so that I can rip it at the top, and then this is the A side of it with the anchors, and I really like that piece too, so I was trying to figure out how to use it, and I'm just off centering it a bit and leaving it just the way it is. I really like this Fancy Pants paper. It's like thinner than normal scrapbook paper, but it's, whoa, sorry, loud car. But it's like really cool and textured. I don't know, I like it. So yeah, and this is that other piece, just the back, and I just ripped off a piece of that too. And then I didn't like the way it looked, and then I had to rip off some of the white because I felt like there was too much white. So yeah. I know some people use a ruler, but I feel like that makes too straight of a line, and also I don't have a ruler. So then I found these two pieces of, also from Dear Lizzy Fine and Dandy, in my scrap bin, and I really like that the colors went, so I just put one on each side as more layers. So now I'm just fussing with it. And this is sped up 4 times, so you can tell that I fussed with that for a long time. And I was just cutting off, you know, like when you rip it out of the book, there's like that little edge that's like not frayed, but just not even. I was just cutting that off because I didn't like the way that it looked. Oh, sorry, my tummy just made a loud noise if you heard that. And I'm just popping it up on Pop Dot / Pop Dot packaging, if that's what it's called. The part in between. I use the whole thing because it's all the same. I sped this up a lot because it was boring. So yeah, that's where I'm going to put it, and now I'm looking through all my chipboards, and I end up using literally one piece of chipboard, but I look through all of them because I love chipboard, especially with layering. Yeah, so I stick that there because I think I'm going to use it later, but I totally don't end up using it. And then I find this frame from the Poolside collection because I love cutting frames and sticking them behind. I know I'm pretty repetitive when it comes to layering, but I find that even though I do similar things, it always looks different, so I don't really think that's a big deal to me. So now I'm just pulling out my boxes of embellishments. That's what I was looking for. So I'm just going through my yellow. And I found one thing that I don't end up using. Oh, I pulled out more of them. Sorry, you can see my shoulder. And going through my red. My stomach keeps making really loud noises. Don't know why. Maybe it's like, you should go to bed because it's late at night right now. So then I'm going through my multicolor box. I find it's hard for me to remind myself to actually use this box. It's one of my more full ones, and I just usually just pick the colors that I know that are going to go, and I don't go into my multicolored. But this layout was going to be like more than 3 colors, so I knew that there was a chance to look in here. And then through my orange. A lot of the ephemera that I end up using is from the Fancy Pants Summer Sun collection. I'm finding a lot of the collections right now, the summer collections, are going together pretty well, even though they're from different companies, which is nice. I'm excited for the fall, though, because I kind of took a break from scrapbooking during the year, and I've only really been scrapbooking for like a year. Well, not a year, like maybe 2 years, but I took a break for, well, not 2 years, like a year and a half. Okay, but I took a break for a while, and it was like during fall and winter. I always seem to scrapbook in the spring and summer for some reason, so those are the only collections that I have experience with. So I'm super excited for the fall collections because I don't own like any fall stuff. Like I owned a little bit, but I bought it specifically for specific layouts. Like I bought some, I don't know, like a year ago, I bought some of the October afternoon fall stuff from like a year ago before that. So I have a little bit of that left, but not much. Anyway, so now I'm just putting in pieces of ephemera. So I really liked this orange flower. I really like the way it ends up looking, so I'm happy with that. But I felt like it wasn't dimensional enough, so I had to pop it up on some foam tape. I find foam tape is slightly thinner than pop dots. So, oh yeah, and that flower is also from the Summer Sun collection, as well as that anchor and the other flower. This one is from the new Chamel collection that I don't ever remember the name of. So yeah, this is a way to get more out of your ephemera / embellishments, to cut them in half. I do that a lot. If you guys haven't noticed, I've cut like 3 things in half so far. And then using them on 2 parts of the layout. I love sticking little pieces inside of layers. I think it looks really good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. I think that one that says Humorously Unexpected is from the Fancy Pants Summer Sun collection as well. I don't know where this piece is from though, that orange one, but the anchor is from the Summer Sun collection. Anyway, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about this picture. We went to my husband's family's branding. They have one every year for like, because they have a farm with lots of cattle. So we went to the branding, and this year his mom decided to have a themed branding, and it was like Mexican themed, so everyone dressed up as Mexicans, which I feel like is a little bit politically incorrect, but we didn't actually bring costumes, but his mom bought us costumes, so we wore costumes too. But our son Easton, that's him there, obviously she didn't buy him a costume because he's 4 months old, but there was just like tiny bandanas that all the babies wore because it was really hot out anyway, and they needed something on their heads. So I just thought it was funny that he looks like kind of tough here. And then not only that, but he's giving the middle finger. I know he's 4 months old, and so he has no idea what it means, and it was just a coincidence. And I didn't even realize it until I started scrapping the picture, and then I realized that he was giving the middle finger, and I thought it was funny. So yeah, that's why that this layout has the name that it has. But yeah, so I'm just doing some more piecing of everything. That frame there is from the frame pack from Poolside, the Poolside collection, and I don't know what this orange tag is from. Sorry, I don't know where it's from. So and I'm just putting that stuff up at the top there. And I just felt like it needed to be over a little bit farther to the left. And I use my little stapler to put that down. This one banner, I can't read it from here, but I really wanted to use it. I think it says no regrets, which I thought was funny. Because, like, I don't know, I just imagine him to be, like, some gangster in this photo. And I feel like they all have that tattoo. Anyway, that little white flower is from the Summer Vibes collection by Simple Stories, as well as that other flower, obviously, because they're the same. And now I'm just looking through my thickers / alphas. They're all in here. Mostly thickers, but yeah. And I don't know. I was like, I don't know which one to use. And then I decided to use these Amy 10 letters to spell out the Littlest Tough Guy. There's another moment here which I thought was funny and would show you guys like the realness of my scrapbooking. Because I couldn't figure, like, I will just let you listen to it. I put the sound in for this as well because this is how I do it. But I'm just trying to pick if I want to go with any other letters first. Yeah, and here is me talking, I think.
How do you spell tough? Tough?
I would assume so.
Can you Google it on your phone?
Yeah, Tough.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's funny. I knew how to spell it, but I don't know. Does anyone else feel like tough shouldn't be spelled like that because it just doesn't make sense? I don't know. It's weird. I feel like it should just be spelled Tuff for some reason. But anyway, yeah. So I just decided to use all these letters, and I really like the way the orange and the blue go. With everything else, I think it looks good. It's kind of hard to read on screen, but it's easier to read in person, I think. Yeah. And I wasn't going to put the, but I put it down so low that I felt like it needed another row. So then I put the Littlest Tough Guy. It was just going to be Littlest Tough Guy, but yeah. And I alternated the colors because I liked that. I really like these books. They have a lot of letters in them, which is awesome. The only thing is it's kind of like buying several alphas as opposed to like one. I think this one's like, oh, excuse me, like regular price, like $7.99 or something like that. So yeah. And once I finished putting those down, I just grabbed a little bit more ephemera because I never remember that I have stickers. So my stickers don't really make it onto my layouts very often because I always go for my ephemera first just because that's like the order my brain works in. So there wasn't a lot that would have gone on here anyway, but yeah. See, this would have gone. Oh, excuse me, it's late. That would have gone, but there wasn't really anything where I could put it. And then I'm using these Amy Tangerine stickers from, I think it's from Rise and Shine. And just like doing a little bit of randomness. And then this little, I don't even know what you would call it, thing. I just liked it and it went with the color, so I just stuck it there. I like it though. So just a little bit of extra something. And then I was just looking through more of my stickers to see if there's anything else that would go. And then I found these little extra dots with the Summer Vibes collection. And then I stuck too many on and had to take some off because I thought that it looked too overpopulated with the little dots. So yeah, I take them off. And I end up taking that one that's like low to the left off as well, just because I don't like it. But it stays for a little bit. Oh, and then this is me looking for tiny word stickers. You can't see it very well, sorry. I literally put one phrase on, and because I don't know, is it just me or does mixed media feel like you can put less stuff on the page? Not always, but like in most situations, it just looks a lot more embellished than it actually is with mixed media. So I find I put less embellishments on the page, which is like different for me because usually I just go over the top. So now I'm looking through my enamel dots and things. I wanted to use one of these brads from the Summer Vibes collection, and it does look okay there, but I decided I don't like it. And then I guess I just didn't want to try another one. So these enamel dots are from Michaels, from like the little bins. It was like 3 something, but yeah, those little, they're usually the dollar bins, but yeah. And these ones are from the Summer Vibes collection. I have gone through 1 pack of them already. And these ones are from the new summer collection from October Afternoon that I cannot remember the name of because this is literally the only thing I have from that collection. So I'm just sticking a couple more enamel dots around in places where I think they will look nice. I love enamel dots. I don't know, like when I watch people's scrap room tours, they have like, lots of people have like a large amount of enamel dots, and I don't understand how, because I go through them so fast. Like every time I make a purchase, almost, I buy enamel dots because I go through them so fast. I don't know. They're expensive too. I think in the States they're cheaper. Like I buy them from the States, but with the exchange and the fact that I have to pay a lot of shipping, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really help. I think everybody has trouble using the large enamel dots, so I always like stick them like half under. I feel like it's kind of cheating to use them up like that, but I just like stick them half under in the layers so that I'm using them, but I don't know. I just have a lot of trouble using them because they're so big. That, yeah. And I was just playing with a couple more, and then I decided I don't want to use that. And then here's the close-ups. And then here are some close-up photos. Sorry about the glare in this one. I really have no excuse. I was lazy. Yeah, so now you can see a little bit more of the detail. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun making these videos still, so if you guys like them, then you should subscribe. And if you want to give me a thumbs up, you can. If not, I don't really care, but you know, it's nice to see them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. All right, bye.